Hi, folks. Happy Friday. This is going to be an intimate episode of Hippie Chicks Live because right now it's just you and me, kid. So happy 4 o'clock. It's Friday. Hallelujah. Elle was there just seconds before we went live, and there was some glitching going on. Well, here she comes. She's coming back. We had a little glitching. So there she is.
Here I am. Is this any better?
I think so. We'll just keep trucking along. I've only been here for 40, 50 seconds. All good. Here she is, kids. Beautiful. So happy Friday. Thankfully, where we are in the Virginia Beach area, the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. It's clear, low humidity, puffy white clouds. It's a beautiful day. Hope it's the same wherever you guys may be. So how's your week been, Elle? I haven't seen her in a week because she's back at Mama's. Isn't that sounds like a 70s sitcom, right? Back at Mama's,
That's funny. We might have to write that.
right?
I'm great. We went out for brunch today, and
Good.
you're right. It's a beautiful day. Gosh, the clouds, everything is just so beautiful and serene, which we need.
Mhm.
It's been a messy week, so it was good to have a nice peaceful day.
Yeah, yeah. And actually, I did a lot of self care yesterday, being a specific day that it is on top of all the other chaos that's going on top of it. Um, the self care was to stay off of social media.
Lots of doom scrolling out there that is trying to lure us in.
A lot of it, and a lot of people are falling for it. And I see right through all the shenanigans, what's going on right now, and I'm just going to be the witness. And I was trying to do a meditation yesterday, Al, and my monkey mind was just more active than usual, and it felt like my thoughts were trying to be infiltrated. Okay. And so I just kind of had to surrender to anything. And then the thought came to me as I was just kind of trying to connect, with what's, outside of the 3D world. And it was my purpose here is to anchor light. Our purpose here is to anchor light, not just to be the witness, but to anchor as much light as possible in the face of what's going on right now. Right. And that's why it's so significant for both of our industries right now. And both of our industries are also, have the ability to have the dark side of the art.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Right.
That
I mean, we're seeing all kinds of crazy shit coming out of Hollywood right now. And Lord knows hypnosis or hypnotherapy has had its dings and wraps of bruises throughout the ages. So I'm moving because I have a dog trying to come in here. Hi, Levi. Okay. So anywho, but those of us who have the force behind us, we're using the craft for good, to not just inform people, but thus to raise their frequency, and get them thinking for themselves instead of being told what to think.
yes, that is I think that is so key. And in a time like we're in right now, I love how you stated not just be a witness, but be an anchor of light. That is so important. I shared something to my Instagram story. It shared over to Facebook just a little while ago that said something along the lines of you can always make the choice not to engage.
Yeah.
All the ugliness, I won't engage in any of the ugliness. I don't care where it comes from. I am not going to align myself with that. I'll be the weirdo preaching love. I'm not yet, and I'm happy to do that. So I think that, and again, it's not just being a witness. It's not doing nothing. as people become so accusatory. Oh, well, if you're not arguing, then you're just gonna you're in the middle and you're standing for anything. No, you're not. I'm not
Yeah.
to the negativity, and that's
Well, yeah. If you're choosing to abstain from the idiocracy of it all, then you get accused of just, um, being a pacifist and allowing things, the wrong things to happen. And that's where no one's doing that either. But you also can't feed into the energy and the pendulum because that's what it needs to survive.
exactly just like we're talking about. We're all talking about
Right.
it, and that
Oh, babe, I'm sorry, but your audio, I didn't hear a word you just said.
oh,
I don't know what's going on. Maybe we're just getting blasted with all kinds of
let me.
satellite.
How about now? How does this sound now?
That's better.
I think I know what it is.
What is it?
It's what I had my phone resting on. It was blocking the mic.
Oh, well, you ding dong.
I know, but and because it was sitting differently than I normally have it sitting, because I'm not where I normally am. But yeah,
Right.
that's exactly.
Are you under control now?
I'm
Okay,
under
good.
control.
Under
That just occurred to me.
control.
It was like, oh, you know what? I know what it is. So there we go.
All righty then. So you're helping Mama move. So how's the packing going?
Yeah, we haven't gotten too much done this week. She hasn't felt all that well. Had a little stomach thing going on, nothing contagious, but just she hasn't had much of an appetite. It's come back now. She's doing well, um,
Okay.
and so I will be back tomorrow evening after the theater, and then I will come back here Monday. So that's how we're looking. I
She's
know
like, "Whoopee."
flashes. You see me more on new reality TV than you do in real life.
Pretty
Actual
much.
reality.
All good, all good. Yeah, there's there might be a new edition. I don't think
You told
did
me yes.
I did tell you. Okay,
Yes. I am
I
excited.
couldn't remember if I told you or not. So yeah, I'm gonna go. All right, so you guys I met this lovely family last Friday when my sister Laurie was here. We all went out to dinner, and it was Laurie's friend Susan who grew up in this area and had her family here, and then somehow for whatever reason moved to Winston-Salem where my sister lives, and that's how they met. And so Susan was over here visiting her kids who her son just had a baby a month ago, and her daughter's getting ready to have a baby next month. And so the brother and sister and their respective, significant others, baby mama and baby daddies, they all live about 10-15 minutes away from each other. So it's a beautiful thing, and it's babies galore. And the son and his baby mama and their baby joined us for dinner last Friday. And so we got to meet them, all lovely, fabulous, wonderful, beautiful kids. Well, the sad thing is that they've had a cat for the last 3 years, beautiful cat. And because of the baby, they don't want to keep the cat in the house because, you get toxo, whatever that shit is, you know, whatever cats can give, to infants. So anywho, they keep the cat in the garage. And it's the sweetest cat in the world. I've seen videos of it, haven't met it personally, but I'm just like, and it's only 4 years old, and it's been fixed and all that good stuff. Its name right now is Draco, which everyone could be, oh, that's Harry Potter, but I'm like, oh yeah, and that's Slytherin, but it's also slang for a short-barreled automatic weapon. A Draco. So I'm going to
Yes,
if it works out, because my dogs have to accept him and vice versa. It has to. We all have to mesh, and so if it works, I will change his name to Nico, which is
Oh,
Japanese for
okay.
cat.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
Japanese for cat. So as long as it's got the two syllables and the ko on the end of it, it's not gonna mess with his head too.
I
She'll
loved
still
it. I
come.
thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So instead of Draco, Nico.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, I cannot wait to meet him.
I hope it works out, but we shall see. I let the kids know. I'm like, if this doesn't work out, I'm bringing them back to you.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, I don't want the burden of trying to find a home for this cat. You
exactly.
know, he's coming back home to you if I can't. If it
Yeah.
doesn't work, I gotta blow my nose.
That's okay. We also
Oh,
have
my allergies are kicking.
one of the lady, Ashley, I think, or her sister, I can't remember which one. They also help to home cats. Is that right? Am I thinking the right person?
Oh, right. Yeah, no, Angel's the one that has the property that keeps having kittens on it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So she keeps trying to find, and she and Ashley took one of those kittens.
That's what, okay, my apologies.
That's what
Okay.
you're thinking of. And yeah, that cat's been having a lot of health issues, but God love him.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
gonna take care of him. She's got a menagerie in her house. I want
oh,
to say she's got like 3 or 4 dogs, a potbelly pig. Like one side of her whole like living room, dining room area is nothing but a row of crates. That includes even the potbelly pig sleeps in the crates with the dogs.
that is so cute. Oh,
It's a riot. It's a riot. Yeah, she's got all kinds of animals, and yeah, and Robert just can't say no.
yeah. Now,
He's too
our
funny.
our viewer met Ashley. She was on our show from the Puff Palace. Oh,
Yes.
bless you.
Yep. Here they come.
Yeah. Oh,
Excuse
always
me.
comes in
Yes. Yeah. Best Buds Puff Palace. So,
yeah.
if you're in the United States, definitely Google them because they do ship now. So check them out.
Yeah.
They're also on Facebook and they post a lot, and they're a lot of fun. I want to check out that dab situation. I'm kind of curious about that.
I have that pamphlet, so I had to learn some things. I was like, okay, so we need to check that out for
It
sure.
sounds very interesting, but it's also very clean, which is the reason why they do it.
Exactly.
Right.
The difference makes a big difference.
Right. No, I'm hip to that.
And I was going to mention Susan, who you talked about that you're getting the cat from one of her kids. Is we need to have her on. I started following her on Instagram and friended her on Facebook as well. But she does quite a bit in the art world, so we probably should have her on one day if you're game with that.
Who's that?
Susan, Susan, whose family you met, Lottie's
Oh,
friend.
you friended her too. Oh, gotcha.
I
Okay,
did.
boy, that you're on that. I had to, like, did you see all the question marks coming out of my head? I'm like, yeah, okay, God, you met her for like just a few hours.
Yeah.
Friday
That's,
night.
that's the thing now. Even the young people, like we learn from the young people because they don't exchange phone numbers. Remember when we used to get each other?
No, you just get on social media. I
Yep.
mean, you're right. I'm Facebook friends with a gal that I met once 3.5 years ago.
Right. Right.
She's in the area and she does a lot of fun stuff, but we're two different people, two different styles. So,
Yeah.
but we're still Facebook
Yeah.
friends.
It's great. That's what I hear the young people say. What's your Insta? I'm like, they used to ask for phone numbers. What's your Insta?
Yeah. Yeah, and see, I guess I am the old fogey because Facebook is my favorite. I
Right.
barely, even though what I post on Facebook will go on Instagram,
Yeah.
but I don't go on Instagram just to scroll.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. They do call us
I'll do YouTube Reels or Facebook, whatever they call it. So
reels. They also they say that it's only old people on Facebook. Thanks. People from the
no,
new.
they were saying that 10 years ago.
They were. They were. One of my castmates is 15. Fantastic actress and singer. You saw her perform. And
Yes.
she doesn't even have Facebook. It's so hilarious. I talked to her. We post on Snapchat. So she'll see my snaps. I'll see her snaps. And every once in a while, she'll send me messages to make sure that I am still active and able to operate on Snapchat. I'm probably the oldest person on Snapchat.
I was on there about 4.5 years ago with that crazy drunk chick that I threw out of my house.
Yeah.
That's a story. Everyone's like, what happened there, Kathy? Yeah, boy, howdy.
That is a
Yeah,
story.
that is a story and a half. Do we have time for it? Yeah, anywho, it was a former friend of mine that I only met through my ex-husband, and that's a long story in itself. But she came to visit me down here when I first moved here, and also asked if she could invite her BFF, who is coming from Illinois, so she had to fly in earlier. And so I end up having to pick her friend up from the airport, which is not that big of a deal here. And then the next day Kim was going to show up. Well, Kim showed up, drove probably the whole way here, drunk as shit. She's a vodka drinker, so she's just the whole time. Comes in like a freight train, just pissed as all get out. She's more than 3 sheets to the wind, but she's the kind of functional alcoholic where she just but she repeats herself and as loud as she can be, and talks over people and is very rude. And she was incredibly rude to me, like the minute she got there. Like snickering to her friend about me, like right in my face. That kind of, it started like right off the get-go. And long story short, they stayed up all night long when I had to do a vending fair the next day. And I told Kim this. And I said, then when I get home, we could all three get together and party and have a great time. Well, the two of them stayed up doing vodka shots until 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. And the minute her friend stood up from outside, just went right down. And she came, I think her head hit it could have fucking killed her.
What?
It could have killed her. Because she went straight down and almost hit the corner of a concrete stair.
Yeah, that could have killed
her head. So she had a goose egg on her head. And it ruined the whole fucking, not long story short, Kim and I got in a big fat fight. And I went upstairs, packed everybody's bag and put it at the front door, and I said, get the fuck out of my house.
Hey, setting boundaries. Good.
Yeah. Oh, that was a big test for me. That was a very big test. And that was 3 years ago in August.
Wow.
It was 2021. No, it's 21 when that happened.
Wow.
That's 4 years ago, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, it is 4 years. Wow.
Yeah, it was 21. Yeah, it was the first summer I was here.
That is
crazy. Yeah, it was very crazy. The first year I moved here was the weirdest year of my life.
You've been through some stuff.
And the year before that was COVID, so that says a lot, doesn't it? Hey girl, I don't know what's going on. It's a connection because you're still glitching, not just your sound, but you're like delayed. Sometimes it'll glitch. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're getting bombarded with all kinds of stuff or sun flares or something. But it's like, it's like you're using Atari or something.
Oh wow. Am I
And it's freezing up a little bit. How's your battery? Do you need to update?
No, I checked all of that. Everything is updated. Yeah. Weird. I don't know what's going on where I am. Yeah.
Well, you are very close to a naval base, so.
But yeah, true.
Maybe you're getting pinged and dinged and ding-da-dong because there's all kinds of action going on.
People are at high alert, so that may be.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, thankfully I don't live in that area anymore. Well, I never really did, but my office was, but close to Oceana, with the jets coming in and out of there, and people were talking about how active they've been lately. And one of my clients, who's also a music teacher, did some recording for me, some hypnosis recording that is sounding really good so far. But a couple of takes that we were trying to get done about a month or so ago, we had to keep stopping because he's so close to Oceana, we could hear the jets going by. And they were going like every 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting a little crazy. So if you're tuning in from somewhere else in the world, that's not under siege yourself, say a prayer for us, please, because there's something rotten in Denmark. And that's been happening a very long time. And yeah, we're the machine is trying to feed a lot of propaganda into our heads, and sadly, so many people are taking the bait.
Yeah. Yeah. And yesterday, unfortunately, well, we celebrate or we honor those who gave of their lives of themselves on September 11th, 24 years ago.
Hmm.
Do you remember what you were doing? And do you
Oh, yeah.
remember the point at which it became like the worst thing, like that point where you became terrified, if that happened for you at all?
What I remember most, Linda, was maybe a year and a half later when I realized that it was an inside job.
Mm,
And that pissed me off even more
gotcha.
so, because that makes everybody that perished in there a casualty of war.
That is a great point. That is a great
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we were all
When I think
manipulated
back,
because wasn't everybody watching the second one? So we all saw it with our own eyes, right? That's how, and then everybody
that's
was uber patriot after that.
when on the actual day, I remember seeing the first tower hit. Thinking, when I didn't even see it, I heard about it because I was
Right.
going out to get breakfast. I got back to my house and I turned the TV on, had my breakfast ready, and I see the second tower get hit, and I
Everybody
was
did.
like, "Are we under attack?" That was the immediate thing that I said,
And that's what
and
they wanted to have happen.
I sat in the middle of my bed with my covers pulled up to my neck. I'll never forget. And I was
Yeah,
just stock still.
terrified.
I remember,
Everybody was terrified. And
yeah,
that's exactly what they wanted to have happen, because once you're terrified like that, you notice how everybody was just like, okay, now what? What are you going to do? And that let them get away with 25 years of war
that is,
on their own behalf.
it's
It's diabolical what's going on. And this is why they're trying to seal things up the way they are right now. It goes way more than what we all think it is. Right. And we are all traumatized that day. All
we,
of us were traumatized, the whole freaking world. And we all remember exactly where we were. And we all saw the second one hit. All right. Cause that was planned, that we all saw it happen. So now we are completely on board with the
and,
plan.
and one thing, it's interesting as I saw the posts yesterday about 9/11, because what is interesting with what happened with people at that time is that regardless of our backgrounds, where we come from,
Came together.
we came together. And
Yeah.
that is
That
something
was the one redeeming thing out of that, for sure.
that
For
is gold.
sure.
And that is gold, because when you think about, and again, people should not, all those people should not have had to lose their lives to make that happen. It would be great if we could kind of almost
But
think,
where's that mentality now?
and that's why I'm thinking, if we could just think back and remember how amazing it was when we knew that we all had each other's backs,
Yeah.
that would be a great place to be at this point. Not with death and the death toll the way it was, but
But
just
sometimes, apparently, that's what it takes in order for us to happen. Because right now, um, it's more than just two divisions.
oh
You've
yeah.
got far left, far right, and the rest of us in the middle going, what the fuck is
and,
happening?
and even beyond, and when I'm thinking back to that day, even beyond any political associations,
Right.
so many other backgrounds, so many other beliefs, so many other everything that just brought everyone together. We became almost a true melting pot at
Yeah.
that. It have been the only time when we were truly a melting pot. And I can't help but to crave having that back. again, without any disaster happening. And, I know that tends to be when it happens, but what a loss. I would hate to see something terrible happen just to bring us back.
People together.
We have to be able
Well,
to do something about our mindsets so that we can have a collective mindset, regardless of people's beliefs, regardless. We need to lead with love. And
yeah.
I don't know how to we can't make that happen. We can only,
No, because at this particular point, where a good chunk of the population is in regards to their awareness, and this isn't saying anyone's greater than or better than anyone else. There's just different levels of awareness, right? Um, it's it's when you're in that much. I don't want to. What's the metaphor I want to use? Depth or uh, you know. Lack of vision or what, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It takes tragedy to, whoa, oh, now I see. Okay. Wow. Because it jerks you, it shocks you out of it, right?
that's such a shame. Yeah.
It is a shame, right? I mean, we'll take your nephew for a moment. Your sister said no, he ain't gonna change his mind about who he's supporting until it affects him directly,
Right.
and that's that mentality is okay. So if the natural disaster happens to somebody, now if it doesn't happen in your state or to you immediately or affect somebody you're not going to give a shit about it. But if
Yeah.
it affects you directly, your community directly, you're having a meeting with Jesus right there and there going, oh, I'm going to have to reevaluate how I'm doing this.
That's so unfortunate because
Isn't it?
it 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 makes me think that very few people really experience true love in their lives. And I don't mean romantic love, just love.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a
So
harsh.
this is why we are here to anchor the light to help these people make this transition into this space, because we are leaving that old way behind. It is what's been familiar, but it no longer, it doesn't work.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
Love is the answer.
it is.
So
As Lenny said, let love rule. I wrote
let love rule. Absolutely. Love is all there is. I mean, every generation has their love call, their triumphant love call. So here we are. Well, let's let love rule. Have a great week, you guys. We're coming up. You see the clock. Yeah, I'm gonna be spending the weekend seeing if I can't get this family to grow a little bit. So hopefully, let love will rule here this weekend. If you're interested in hypnosis, hypnotherapy, you can find me at hypnohelpsyou.com. Elle, what you got going on?
I will be there between my set build days in Norfolk this weekend to help our family mesh. That's going to be wonderful to do. And then
Yeah.
I am performing. Actually, I don't perform this weekend. Woo! Hallelujah.
Nice break. Good for
Yeah.
you. Enjoy the weather out there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, but I'll be home tomorrow, so I'll see you.
Very good. All right, my girl. Well, listen, you guys, have a fantastic weekend and a fantastic week. We will be back here, Hippie Chicks Live, 4 o'clock every Friday. We are getting some new guests getting lined up to join us to make the conversation even more interesting. So we hope you join us for that. So until then, our lovies, peace and love, and let love roll.
For that 30 minutes anyway, love will rule.
Exactly. All right, kids. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
No, you'll see us.
Oh, that's right.
We're goofballs. Is it letting me end?